Page 26. This is a theme from Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, a very famous theme. Things are starting to get a little trickier, so I'd like to talk about a few things here. I'm going to start with the right hand. At the beginning, it's not too bad. You got G's. So your hand's in this position, except if you look at the second measure, you see an E flat. So we're just going to move the third finger down to the E flat, and this is the position. So at the beginning, the first note is the first beat is a rest. So it's like 1, come in on 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So next measure, beat 1 is a rest. Rest 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now the next line, and again, this book, for at least for now, every time you have to move your hand, they're circling the finger number for you. It tells you got to move your hand. Most books don't do that. It's up to you to realize you got to do that. But we need a thumb on the A flat. So you're here. Now we got to go down to here. You got plenty of time. There's rests in front of you. You got time to move. So we're going to go here. And then go up and put a third finger on the E flat. You can actually just reach up, and I recommend you do that rather than move the hand. Reach up and get that one. Once you get it, then you can collapse the hand up. Top of page 27, same thing. Go down to the A flat, and now if you can reach the A flat from this position, just reach down. Otherwise, you got to move. Next measure on page 27, third measure, first line. Reach up for your ring finger, the fourth finger on the F. And once you're there, you can collapse the hand. Second line. It's a little awkward and a little tricky at first when you're coming from a single note and playing two notes at once. Now remember, you're going to put your hand in the position for those two notes and you're going to lower the hand. Well, when you haven't already playing a note, your hand's already lowered. So what we do is we just move the wrist. So we're going to hold the F down, we're going to raise the wrist a little bit, and then we got our fingers in the position we want, and we're going to lower the wrist and play these notes. And lift up on the fourth finger. Takes a little practice, but if you work on it, it's doable. And you do that again. Third line, do it again, but this time it's a staccato. Third line, last measure, bring the thumb down to the B. You're not changing hand positions, you're just bringing the thumb down. Fourth line, you're still a B. And then I recommend, go ahead, you can use the second finger to play the last note, the C, or you can use the thumb. It's up to you, whichever one. And that is tied. There's 3 whole notes tied together. So you're going to hold this thing down for 12 counts. Count them, 12. It's like forever. It's like, that's the right hand. Now, the left hand got a little trickiness here too. At the beginning here on page 26, you have that C minor chord. If you don't know what a C minor chord is, that's one. Put your hand in the position for those 3 notes and lower the hand. Try and get them all down at the same time. I'm not too good at that, but it takes a lot of work on that one. Then the next one, you've got to lower your little finger over and here. Second line. We're fine there. Go over to page 27 on the third line down. Second measure is staccato. Then an F sharp. Use your second finger. Yes, second finger's on F, so just use it on F sharp. Fourth line is the F and the G together. Again, put your hand in that position and lower the hand. I would recommend a wrist staccato. See, when we do a staccato on a single note, you can do a finger staccato. But when you got more than one note, fingers don't work too well. So you got to do the wrist. We do a wrist. There's other ways of doing it. But just use a wrist. Just hinge at the wrist and go boom. Then the C minor chord again. Then the last 2 measures. The notes are written here. but there's an 8 VA under it. That means go down an octave. So instead of here, you got to go here. And you're going to play those down here. Like that. And that's the left hand. Then you put the hands together. Well, all these fermatas, I'm going to double the value of the note. Now when you're playing it for real, you just hang on to it for however long you feel you should hang on to it. There's no set time to hold a note with a fermata. But when I'm playing with a metronome, I got to stay with the metronome. So I just double the value of the note. So these whole notes, like the first one there on 26, I'm going to hold that down for 8 counts because it's a whole note, gets 4 counts, and I'm doubling it for 8. I'm going to do them all the same way, just double the value of the note. Now, if you take a look at the dynamics, and it's really important, dynamics are important, but finally they're giving you some dynamics that actually contrast a little bit. So at the beginning it's loud. You'll have to decide how loud is, but it's... You hang on that until you get tired of it, and it's still loud. But in the second line, all of a sudden you're soft. Stay soft at 27. Now you're a little bit louder, it's just sort of soft. And then on the third line, second measure, you're loud. They're staccato, they're accented, it's loud. And you stay loud the rest of it. Now there is a retardando at the end. You see the RIT? You're going to gradually slow down your hearing. So you just, I don't do a retardando when I play with a metronome because a metronome doesn't retardando and that doesn't work. So that's what it is. Now in this piece they're also using a little bit of pedal. Well, let's throw that in too. Do the pedaling last. Learn it. Learn the piece and all the dynamics and the articulation and all the fingering and everything first. And when you got all that, then add the pedal. Here, it's only pedaling on the last of it. Don't pedal any of the rest of this because it'll smear it and it'll change the whole atmosphere of the piece. And that's, no, you don't want that. So just pedal the end here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push the notes down first and then the pedal. And the pedal stays down until I'm done. I'll hold those notes in the last measure for 8 counts when I'm playing with a metronome, and when I'm done with it, I will lift the note and the pedal at the same time. And this one you don't die away, this one just ends abruptly. So let's try this out. I'll give us 4 counts, and remember that count 1 when you come in is actually a rest. So really it's almost 5 counts. So go ahead and put your hands where they go. The right hand is here, left hand is here. Go ahead and put your foot on the pedal now so it's there ready to go. Don't wait until you get there to get your foot on the pedal. That's poor technique. It is. 1, 2, ready, go, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. there's a duet part here, so I'd like to do that and you play this other part. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. There's no eighth notes on it. We ought to be able to go a little faster. It is allegro, so it goes fairly quickly. So, and again, I'm going to double the value of the fermata notes, whatever they are, because I'm still using a metronome. So I'll give us 4 counts, and then we'll come in. Or actually, on this one, the duet part at the bottom doesn't play in every measure. It only plays most of the time. So it's like here at the beginning, your first measure, those 3, there's nothing in the duet part, it's a rest. So I don't play until you play the whole note. And then in the next measure, again, I don't play while you're playing this. I play the whole note with you with that. So keep in mind the bottom part, or the duet part, is not always playing what you think it is. Now again, because the duet part is kind of in the way of what you're doing, I need you to move your part up an octave. So just pretend middle C goes up an octave, and instead of here, you're here. It'll sound a little better. So let's try that. I'm going to give us 4 counts, and then you will come in on beat 2 of the first measure. Go ahead and put your hands where they go, and your foot on the pedal, so you're ready for the pedal when it comes. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Run, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, off.